Okay, guys, this is the first episode of the YouTube home cooking channel. For those guys that want to be a good husband, cooking dinner, wonderful, wonderful thing to do for your wife. So, on the premiere episode, we're going to do an age-old favorite, especially with all the guys, hot dogs. No, we're not going to boil them. Any guy knows that grilled hot dog or simmered in au jus is the only way to eat a hot dog. So we're going to make some hot dogs. We're going to grill them. We'll do the grill part later. You're going to need tomato, onion, pickles, pepperoncini or banana peppers. I like jalapeno. My wife does not, but you're going to learn through this whole series that I'm a jalapeno freak. I eat them every day. Pickled, fresh, roasted, baked, doesn't matter. So let me grab a knife. So an important thing to remember with your knives is do not sharpen your knife after each use, because you're going to slide it back into your holder. You're going to dull it back out. So always sharpen your knife before use. And if you do this every time, it does not take much at all. They stay sharp. And if you don't know how to sharpen a knife, Google it, and I'm not going to teach you. Lots of Google and YouTube on that, I'm sure. So you're going to dice up these ingredients, and you'll see people try to go this way, then try to slice it off. I don't mess with all that. I just cut me a nice little 1/4 inch slice. Just like so. Go all the way down. Cut off that last little end piece because nobody likes that. Then I just go in straight lines. Both ways. Take my knife, slide it over, put my next two. And you'll have people tell you you're supposed to cut a tomato with a serrated knife. That may be so if you want slices on a bologna sandwich, I don't know, but as long as I've got a sharp knife, I've never had a problem. So now we're just using a standard vine ripened tomato. No fancy tomatoes for this. A lot of my recipes I'm going to use Roma tomatoes because they're real fleshy and not so much watery, which works out really good. Same thing with your onion. Just cap off both ends of it. And I go about 5/8 the way and rip it. That way it gets a good chunk of that off for me, and I kind of know where I'm going to start. Get all your peel off it. And you're going to dice this up the same way you did the tomato. Make you some nice little 1/4 inch slices. Just slice away. Onions, another one of those things that I'm a freak about. I love them. My wife likes them as an accent. She doesn't love them like I do, but me personally, I eat them for treats, snacks. Purple onions have such a good flavor. Yellow onions are good, but they're sweet. They're good for certain dishes. White onions are sweet too. These purple onions are just the perfect amount of a little hint of heat right at the very end. Now, if you'll notice, sometimes I get going a little quick, but when I'm doing this, I come up on the tip of my knife and I slide my vegetable under, and then I just kind of chop down on it. Just be careful if you're doing it that way. slide them on over with the rest. Get this last piece knocked out. Alright, so now we have some nice, very pretty diced up tomato and onion. You know, these pickles, you don't have to cut the pickles. Some people don't. They like the spears. Alright, oh, good lord. I like to buy these little sandwich slices because I think they're just kind of easy to work with. Look like this. And I like to dice them up. Like I said, some people like to lay it in the bun, especially on like a Chicago style dog. And if I could have found all the ingredients, we would have done a Chicago style dog, but I couldn't. So we're just gonna go with this. We're gonna cut it all up. Now I'm making this for 2 people, but I mean, very simple. Double up, triple up, however many people you got. Just kind of play it by ear. Say, hey, I like extra pickles, so do most of my kids or my guests or whoever. Cut up extra pickles, you know. Whatever everybody likes. You kind of figure that part out for yourself. Now the pepperoncini, I do not dice up so much as I do just about 2 nice slices. That gets them good. We go with a few more because we do like these. And last but not least for me, a little stack of jalapeno. I'm using pickled instead of fresh. And if you're really smart about it, you don't have to dirty up a bunch of different utensils, forks, and whatever. You just use a knife for everything. Knives are a wonderful tool. Just be careful with it. All right, so we got that. Now, that's ready. As far as hot dogs go, get whatever kind of hot dog you like. And I'm going to be honest with you. These are the cheapest hot dogs at my local store. The cheaper hot dogs, they just taste better. I like a cheap hot dog. Cheap buns. Hey, some nice sesame seed buns or a poppy seed bun would have been great, but they didn't have any of those, so we're just going to make them with regular buns. So there you have all the toppings you need for delicious grilled hot dogs. And, you know, get tricky with it. Add something. Instead of pickles, fresh cucumber. When it's summertime, you got cucumbers growing in the garden. Fresh cucumber peeled off and cut up. Wonderful on a hot dog. Purple onion, tomato, jalapeno, pepperoncini. That's really all we need. We're going to get to the grill here in a minute. See you then. All right, so we're out here at our grill. We're going to get it started. Let me go get the charcoal. Forgot it. Again, just like everything else, use whatever you like, whatever you're comfortable with, whatever you're used to using. I like lump wood charcoal, and I like just the plain log of hickory, not those little chips or chunks, but a log. But I'm not gonna fire up a whole stick of hickory just for fun. But I'm telling you guys, if you've not been doing this, invest in a charcoal chimney. They are not expensive. You can get them in anywhere between $8 and $25. Mine are little $15 ones. Get you some newspaper. I use brown paper bags. Just save them from the grocery stores and such. Put your charcoal on the top. Wad you some up loosely because you want it to burn. If it's too tight, it smothers out and just kind of embers. You want it to actually flame. Put it underneath. You have 2 different chambers in your chimney. I'll show you. light it. And I always set it up on an angle on my lip here. These holes give it oxygen into the paper, but I like the more oxygen fire has, the more fire burns. So charcoal goes in this top part. The small parts where your, like I said, newspaper, brown paper bags in to go. You're gonna light it, you're gonna let that go. In about anywhere from 10 to 15 minutes, that flame's gonna be coming through the top, and all of that charcoal is going to be red hot on fire, and it's ready. You don't have to use all that nasty lighter fluid. You don't have to taste all that nasty lighter fluid. You don't close your grill and lift it up and air hits the lighter fluid. You don't have any of that. Invest in a chimney if you do not have one. It pays for itself. And again, you just let this sit for 10, 15, 20 minutes tops. Have your drink. You're good to go. So I'm going to see you in a little bit after this gets flaming, and we're ready to put the hot dogs on it. Okay guys, looks like our charcoal's ready. Now for those of you who do not use the chimney method, I'm not sure if you can see it, but you can see the red glow, hopefully anyway, throughout all this chimney. Flame coming out on top, and all your charcoal is ash white like it's supposed to be, and red hot underneath. So get it poured into your grill. Try not to burn your dog in the process, because she's a good dog and we love her. Let me get something to just wipe some of that off. They tell you not to use wire brushes, so I'm trying not to, just in case someone gets a wire brush piece caught in their throat or stomach, so I try to use the sponge ends. However, you can see those little sponge ends burn. You can use foil or an onion, works great to clean your grill. Let me show you guys one thing with these grills. Now, I'm suffering with a small grill right now because my big one rusted through. I need to get another one, I just haven't yet. Pay no attention to that cheating pellet grill in the background. I don't use cheating methods unless I'm doing a 16-hour brisket. But anyway, when you get these grills, especially a barrel smoker, a lot of times they come with a top rack. You'll see this one's too small to have one. But a lot of times they come with a top rack, and you'll have guys tell you, oh, that's a warming rack, that's a smoking rack, blah, blah, yada, yada. I don't know. I'm not going to tell people how to grill. I'm not going to tell a guy how to grill his own food. Everyone likes their own way. But what I am going to tell you, if you're putting a hot dog on direct heat, you are not enjoying a hot dog in the best way that you can. Now, my wife will tell you that a burnt hot dog covered in black is the only way to eat one. I disagree with this. They cook on the outside, they're cold on the inside. If you do get the inside done, the outside's completely burnt. So my way around it, you let a hot dog cook in direct heat, not over the direct heat. It swells up, plumps up. The casing of the hot dog holds all that juice in. If you don't try to get your hot dogs done in 5 minutes, you let them sit on indirect heat for 15 or 20, you're going to have a plump, juicy, completely different taste of a hot dog than what you're used to if you don't do that already. So my way around this, because like I said, my wife believes that a black hot dog's the only way to eat a hot dog. So I will cook hers on indirect heat as well, and it'll take 15-20 minutes. Then I'll throw hers on direct heat, let it burn the outside so it's black. She just likes that, you know. A lot of people do, not for me. But put your hot dogs on the indirect heat, which if you have the hot dog rack, put them on top. Not a warmer rack, it's a hot dog rack. If you do not, here's your charcoal, here's your hot dogs. Put them on indirect, let them take a little smoke. Yes, they are pre-cooked. Most cooked meat does not take smoke. However, hot dogs and bologna are very porous and they're going to take smoke anyway. So put them on some indirect heat. Let them sit there for 10 minutes before you roll them over. All right, so we'll pick this up again after the hot dogs are ready, because you guys know how to, if you don't know how to grill already, YouTube it. Google it. I'm not going to teach you how to grill. I'm just going to teach you how to prepare and make it wonderful. And while I'm thinking of it, since they've got to cook for a little bit anyway, let's go ahead, come back to our toppings. Here they are again. Now, my wife brought up a good point. A lot of people are going to say, I could have just cut up tomato and opened a bottle of relish. And you could. There's no pride in that. You're getting all the processed preservatives, which I know you're getting that out of hot dogs too. You excuse that for a hot dog, there's no reason to excuse that out of a fresh cut vegetable. So, I'll see you in a little bit when the hot dogs are ready, okay? Okay, so hot dogs are ready. Let's open the grill, come on around. Look at these plump, delicious hot dogs. Here's the black ones, split open. If it's split open, it's overcooked. When they split open, of course, that's how my wife likes them. Blackened and split open. However, it loses a lot of natural juice. It's just in the yummy hot dog. But I aim to please all people, so that's how she likes it. That's how she gets it. Let's take these yummy hot dogs into the house. Come on, follow me. Now everyone knows what a good hot dog you definitely need good music. And what's better than 80s Jefferson Starship? Like anything. Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna bust open a bun, show you guys how to top this. Now you'll see we have a fine selection of condiments. Ketchup, mayonnaise, stone ground mustard, yellow mustard. If you put ketchup on a hot dog, you are gross. However, a lot of people do like it, especially kids. And I get it. I did when I was a kid too. Mayonnaise on a hot dog sandwich is awesome. I'll show you a hot dog sandwich in a future video. Completely different than a bun hot dog. But, yeah, hot dog sandwich is awesome. Now, several ways to go about this. You just do it how you like it. I like to put the mustard directly on the bun, just because I don't want the mustard hiding the culinary beauty of all these fresh vegetables on my hot dog. So put it on the bun, that way I get a little flavor. Throw my plump hot dog right in it. Now, please note, my mom told me not to use paper plates for these videos. Mom, I love you, and I'm sorry, but it's a hot dog. So in future videos, I will not use paper plates, but it's a hot dog, and we're gonna picnic outside, so paper plate for my hot dog. Now, just take your little spoon, that's all you need, a knife and a spoon, and just start scooping. We're gonna throw a little tomato on there, we're gonna throw a little onion on there, we're gonna throw some delicious pickles, pepperoncini, jalapeno, and I'll tell you, I do not have any, but if I did, some celery seed on a hot dog is wonderful. Maybe I do. Let me look. Let's look. Yep. So celery seed. Look, we do have some celery seed. Sprinkle a little dash of celery seed on your hot dog. There you go. Tell me how wonderful that looks. And we're going to add an all-American twist, but not too many because I don't want anything to take away from my hot dog, but there's some potato chips. So there you have it. And like I said, hey, if If you and your kids, your wife, whatever, you don't like onions, don't cut onions. We'll find whatever toppings you want. And again, pickles are great. But if it's the middle of summer, you got fresh cucumbers growing, chop up fresh cucumber instead of pickles. Completely changes the taste. But that right there is one beautiful, perfect hot dog. So, we will see you guys on next week's episode of How to Be a Good Husband and Cook for Your Wife. Because to be honest, she deserves it. You can cook one time a week for your wife. I know I can. See you guys next time. So there's my lovely, 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 beautiful princess of a wife. Just finishing off her fabulous hot dog. Hey, just give me a thumbs up or down on the hot dog, baby. Oh, okay.
2 thumbs way up.
2 thumbs way up. So let me just, I forgot to say one thing, guys. 2 things. One, I do have to accredit that lovely lady right there for teaching me how to make a hot dog, because when I met her, I just squirted a little mustard on it, threw it on a bun, went away. She taught me about Chicago dogs, which is weird because, you know, I'm from the north, but still, she did. But the other thing that I really forgot to tell you guys was take your leftovers and take them to work. We cooked 8 hot dogs. We're 2 people. We're not eating 8 hot dogs. Yeah, in my day I'd eat 8 hot dogs. Yeah, I would. But take them to work. And if you're as cool as me, which I know you are, you either have or will have or want to have some cool lunch boxes to take them to work in. So let me show you a couple of mine. Just saying, if anyone wants to contribute, I really want a $6 million Bionic Man lunchbox that I cannot afford. If you guys want to pool up some money and buy me one, that'd be awesome. I'll do a special video just for you if you do. But until then, take them to work in your Knight Rider lunchbox. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, look at that. Don't hassle the Hoff, baby. Or kid. Or, you know, if you don't feel like that, take it in your He-Man and the Masters of the Universe lunchbox. Pow! He-Man. Or even in, yep, I like cartoons. Take it in your Muppet Babies lunchbox. These are all vintage original lunchboxes, not reproductions. Knight Rider's kind of my creme de la creme, but I also have the Fall Guy, which a lot of people don't seem to remember. I don't know why, because the Fall Guy was awesome. But yeah, hey, so pack you up a hot dog and some toppings, put it in your really sweet 80s lunchbox, and if you got an original vintage 80s lunchbox and you take your lunch to work in it, show me a picture of that in the comments. In fact, if you've got a vintage metal lunchbox and you show me a picture in the comments, I will put it in my next video. I will make sure everyone knows that it's yours and that you got it. Maybe we can start a thing with vintage lunchboxes. Awesome. See you guys next week. Not sure what we're going to do, but we're going to do something good. It's going to be better than hot dogs. I don't know what. Okay, nothing's better than hot dogs. Except hamburgers. But we're going to do something really good. See you guys next week. Bye-bye.